So you know how there's these memories in your life that you just can't get rid of? They just stay with you. I always think about back when I was 15 and a half, 16 years old, and I had this place. It was awful. It was in Alphabet City in New York, late 70s, early 80s, when it was a bombed out neighborhood. To me, it was the best place in the world. It was mine. You know, as a kid who didn't always have some place to go, to have that little piece of something to call your own meant so much to me. So you walked in the door, and there was a refrigerator in the kitchen. Next to the refrigerator, that didn't work, by the way, was a tub in the kitchen. To me, it was paradise. It was a castle, you know. I had a roommate named Lori. Lori was wild. She went to Parsons School of Design. I never knew what she would do. One day I walked in and there's Lori with her best friend Shelley. They were in see-through raincoats. Each of them dyed their pubic hair because people had pubic hair back then. One was pink, one was blue. And you know what they were doing? They were making fish head soup. Who makes fish head soup? Only in New York, right? So across the street was a heroin den. Good thing I only weighed 80 pounds because there was this fire escape. To me, that fire escape was a grand terrace. It was the best place I could sit. I could watch the punk rockers go by, the junkies go by. It was my home. I could look downstairs when I was inside. Hi, Howard. How you doing? You could see my neighbors. But the fire escape, I watched the world go by, and across the street was a heroin den. And when they yelled, "The man is open," that meant you could go in and get your drugs. If you heard the man is closed, you did not go near that place. A lot of people, when I talk about this, are like, oh, it's sad. It's, how'd you go through that? You know what? That place was mine. That place was mine, and it was my home, and it was my piece of paradise. You know what? It's not a bad memory. It's a cherished memory. It was my castle.